Hey horror fans, welcome back to Room 237, coming at you with another movie review. And yes, it's another remake, and that is 2015's Poltergeist. Now, this was a film that when it was announced, I wasn't interested. I don't even think I saw a trailer for this. I actually don't remember 2015 at all. That was during a not good period of my life, and even when it came out, I was not interested at all. It was one of those remakes where I'm a big fan of the original. The original is something I grew up with. Always enjoyed it, always liked it. This just felt like an easy cash grab because of the name. Even the cover. I mean, yeah, clowns are an easy fucking sell for horror films. A lot of people see clowns, they automatically think it's scary as shit. And yes, a lot of people do remember the clown doll scene from this, which yes is creepy. The clown doll has an even smaller role in this film. And now it's on the cover. And the tagline, "What are you afraid of?" or "They know what scares you." It almost looks like an It remake or something. But anyway, yeah, directed by Gil Kenan. I don't know who that is. Produced by Sam Raimi. Yeah. The guy where horror movie wise brought us the Evil Dead trilogy. Gave us this. But he also gave us that shitty Drag Me to Hell movie. And this movie pretty much is exactly what I thought it was going to be. Not just a pointless remake, but just a shitty, watered down PG-13 Ghost House Pictures, which is essentially the same thing as Blumhouse. Paranormal horror film. I've said many, many, many times that I don't like ghost movies. They don't interest me. I don't find them scary. I find them very hokey. Find it harder to get invested. But those are mostly like paranormal films of the last 20 years, at least. Whether it, I think like the Paranormal Activities and the Grave Encounters, all those kind of movies ruined it for me. A Haunting in insert state name here. The Shining is my favorite film of all time. John Carpenter's The Fog I really enjoy. And I've always loved this film. So what exactly does this bring? Well, again, it's a family. Only this one they're moving into a new house. Which, if I remember correctly, they were already living in the house in the original. The only person I know from this cast is the dad, played by Sam Rockwell, who I normally like Sam Rockwell. He usually does a good job in everything I've seen him in. I still need to see that movie about the billboards that he was in. And he does alright in this, but he really only seems to do alright when he's being silly or funny. Like, just scared or worried. I don't know. Of course, the daughter is... The kids are sort of an exaggerated version of the original. Like, the teenage daughter is, just a kind of bitchy, snobby, always on her phone, 16-year-old. The son is a giant pansy. He's afraid of everything. And then you have the sweet, innocent, unassuming youngest daughter, who is not named Carol Ann. Her name is Maddie, which I'll give them props for that. They did go with a different characters, different family. Possibly because Heather O'Rourke tragically passed away when she was 12 back in '89. So, out of respect, create a new character. The girl was the same way. Just, she seemed genuine when she's being silly. Like, there's a gag where whenever the older sister swears, she repeats it and laughs. But when she's supposed to, I think they try to make her like a typical horror movie creepy kid, but it doesn't work. Everything that they brought back from the original, like the scary tree or the closet, is all CGI. Looks terrible. The son is setting up his room, and he has like a milk crate of comic books. And he turns around and the comics are all in an upside down House of Cards formation. And then they, like Harry Potter letters, CGI. And also the pacing. This one it felt slow. It was very boring. No subtlety. Like, this film had subtlety. Like, it started off with, like in the kitchen with the chairs and then the sliding across the floor. They even recreate the kind of sort of conversation where one of the paranormal guys is talking about a piece of furniture took 7 hours to move 10 feet, and then they're just kind of like not phased. And so like the guy's explaining how his camera can pick up that kind of speed, and he goes to pull out a chair and it just flies and off and hits the wall. And that's one of my problems with these kind of modern day PG-13 or R-rated, it doesn't matter, is they're not subtle. They're jump scares. That's what a lot of this is jump scares. Like, instead of, maybe having something creepy happen with subtlety and suspense and build-up, they just go from nothing to shit flying everywhere. I gotta get the name of the medium. Kerrigan something. That's the character's name anyway. Jared Harris. He's been in a lot of movies, TV shows. He plays the medium, a Zelda Rubinstein character from the original. Only in this, he's like, I guess he is a real medium, but he's also on TV. He's sort of like a Taps kind of guy. And I don't know, this movie just bored the shit out of me. Also, the whole thing with the clown, it's not even the kid's doll. It, like, the first night in the house, like, I'm assuming from the attic in his closet, all this shit falls into his closet, and it's a bunch of clown stuff. And one of them is this, and the nose has a pull string. There was one cool shot, the kid standing with a flashlight. He's looking on the floor, and he sees the red nose on the string kind of going around his feet. Goes between his legs, then the camera, like, goes, like, between his legs, like he's looking through his legs, see what's behind him. So, okay, that was kind of a neat shot, I guess. I fell asleep like twice. I had to keep rewinding it. Rewinding. Jesus. Fuck. You know what I mean? And yeah, the visuals didn't grab me. It was still the whole thing about, you know, they still kept the cemetery where, you know, a developmental housing. They just moved the headstones, not the actual bodies. I guess one thing I can kind of give it, which is something a remake should do, that's kind of the point of a remake if you are compelled to do one, was when they find the portal, the son has a drone, and they send a drone in. And like, okay, a little modern, different. So I can give it props for that. Other than that, though, I mean, the characters are kind of bland. The girl wasn't as sweet or innocent or had that just kind of little girl cute charm that Heather O'Rourke had, that made you invested in her, made you care when she got taken away. Um, Also, uh, they're here felt forced. Like when Heather O'Rourke said it, it was like that balance of, you know, her being cute and excited, not knowing what she's talking about or how dangerous it is. Kind of made it creepy. She literally just said the words. She's just like, they're here. Like, like the pizza guy showed up. And yeah, just not a lot to say about this movie. One of the scares was a squirrel. Yeah. Right after the... Actually, it was before the clown actually does shit. Sam Rockwell and the son are chasing around a clown. The son, I'll say, actually didn't do a bad job. You know, there were some scenes where he had to kind of be mature. Like, one of the paranormal guys is trying to get the son to admit that it's all a hoax to make money. And he kind of has to say, like, you know, we don't want money, we just want my sister. Son didn't do too bad. The oldest daughter was just bland, generic, 16-year-old bitch. She actually reminded me of the slutty babysitter from the Amityville horror remake. And yeah, it just wasn't as interesting. The characters weren't as good. The scares, if anything, were... They were jump scares, which to me doesn't count. A jump scare is a startle. That's all it is. When you have silence or nothing, followed by something, you know, popping, being loud or dramatic, it's a startle. It's not an earned scare. That's what most of this is. A lot of it is CGI. Not really any practical effects. And I guess this scene where she puts her hands on the TV and then we actually see a bunch of other hands on the other side. It's like, okay, that is creepy. That is a nice touch. And even though I liked that, I just kept thinking of how creepy that would be in like a zombie movie. You know. So, yeah. This is a movie that I literally just got done watching this. I fell asleep twice. I already forgot most of it. I really do think it was just a cash-in because of its name. They hadn't remade it yet. So that's why it took so long. And they're like, yeah, we can put the clown on it. We can put Sam Raimi's name on it. It's everything that made the original interesting and memorable. This one didn't do, and yeah, it's not even so much that I hated it or thought it was really a piece of shit. It's just really pointless. Well, why'd you buy it? Because it was cheap and I wanted to review it, and I had never seen it. Yeah, just completely pointless. Just very forgettable. But yeah, that is my review of the remake of Poltergeist. So thank you for watching.